Journalist claims UFOs and extraterrestrial aliens are linked with the afterlife and near-death experiences which exist in another dimension. Of course, they're also shapeshifters, and there are those who believe that they are demonic entities. In recent years, the discussion surrounding UFOs, UAPs has gained new momentum due to groundbreaking revelations and insights from researchers like Leslie Kean. She says that there is a bundle of evidence that posits that the UFO phenomenon are linked with an alternate dimension. She believes UFOs could be connected to the afterlife and near-death experiences and could come from another dimension. Leslie Kean, a respected journalist known for her extensive research on UFOs, shed light on the multifaceted nature of these encounters in a podcast with Chris Letho. And according to Leslie, there are two distinct aspects of the UFO phenomenon. The first one is the physical aspect, involving UFOs being detected on radar and approached by the military in a traditional empirical manner. However, Keane also highlights the second, more enigmatic layer of UFO experiences. Leslie told Letho that she is increasingly sure there is a connection between the supernatural, near-death experiences and unexplained sightings. She says, certainly the more paranormal elements of UFO phenomena seem to have some relationship with what people describe in near-death experiences and other types of activities that take place in terms of just conscious-related anomalous experiences that people have, which are very varied. There just is some kind of crossover error, and I don't know what it is. I mean, there is a whole component of UFOs which is just purely physical. Leslie speculates that there might be a connection between UFOs and some form of alternate dimension that exists beyond the boundaries of our five senses. This dimension, she says, she believes may overlap with our own, providing a possible explanation for the mysterious and often inexplicable aspects of UFO phenomena. The connection between the paranormal and UFO takes us to Utah's Skinwalker Ranch. In 2007, James Lakatsky, a scientist at the Defense Intelligence Agency DIA, became interested in Skinwalker Ranch. His visit to the ranch led him to believe in the existence of paranormal phenomena, including UFOs, ghosts, and monsters. He shared his experience with Nevada Senator Harry Reid, leading to the creation of AAWSAP, a program aimed at studying aerospace technology trends. In 2017, Leslie pitched a story to New York Times about a Pentagon UFO program called ATIP, without mentioning AAWSAP or its paranormal investigations. This led to public interest in UFOs, but according to former AAWSAP contractor Colm Kelleher, the true story was largely hidden. Despite the controversy and skepticism surrounding ATIP AAWSAP, some former members continue to pursue their interest in UFOs and the paranormal. Some even briefed Congress on UFO-related matters, causing a stir among elected officials and the media. Jay Stratton, an AAWSAP Skinwalker Ranch alum, provided UFO information to a Pentagon press office and headed a Pentagon UFO task force during the Trump administration. However, it suggested that the task force was more focused on unconventional UFOs than addressing other national security concerns. Some former DoD officials criticized Stratton's leadership, alleging that he was preoccupied with paranormal stories related to Skinwalker Ranch. Daily Star writes, Leslie says it's a shame that the entire area of the paranormal got a bad reputation because so many fraudsters get involved in it, and similarly the number of hoax UFO sightings has led to scientists not taking reports as seriously as they should. She says more investigation of both phenomena is needed to understand exactly what's going on. She added that there are major UFO reports, such as the sighting in Stephenville, Texas, in 2008, that urgently need to be re-examined. Leslie says that At the moment, UFO research is being taken more seriously than it has been in decades, but scientific inquiry into life after death is being almost ignored. She says, I think people should know that the Bigelow Institute for Consciousness Studies, BICS, which was founded by Robert Bigelow, is doing investigations into all of these questions, she said. The Institute launched an essay competition for the best accounts of near-death experiences. Robert Bigelow was offered a huge cash prizes for the winners. He offered huge cash prizes for the winners of the contest. So there was a lot of motivation, and there were some amazing essays that were submitted which provided fascinating evidence, she said. The ranch gained notoriety in the 1990s when it was purchased by Mr. Bigelow, who funded a number of studies of the phenomena reported at the ranch. However, the specifics of what has been reported at the ranch and the credibility of those reports have been the subject of much debate and skepticism. Some people believe that the ranch is a hotspot for extraterrestrial activity, while others claim that the reports of strange occurrences at the ranch are the result of hoaxes or misidentifications of natural phenomena. In an interview with award-winning journalist George Knapp, Bigelow shared his personal experiences and losses that prompted his interest in life after death, as well as UFOs. He talked about possible links between consciousness research and UFOs. He also talked about the risk of trying to establish communications with the unknown. And that's been mainly what I've been doing, except for the Skinwalker Ranch thing for 20 years, as the space world has been huge in my life to pursue the legitimate parochial kind of, using fire engines, rockets to get you there. We did not expect anything like this to happen, so there is a difference. This is different. And this is the Holy Grail, and it's different than the second Holy Grail. If the second one is beings, ETs, then the first one, is there any part of your consciousness that survives your bodily death? That's a big deal. That's a huge story, and it's gigantic. Of course, it's your soul. Now, be a little careful about what you wish for. So on the face of it, communication sounds great, and by the way, has been tried forever since the Oracle of Delphi. I mean, you can go back thousands of years and that's been attempted. So it's not now, the last 100 years of electronics and using some kind of electronic apparatus to try to have some kind of communication. And communication can be at all different kinds of levels. There might be communication that just causes you an awareness, he said. Mr. Bigelow's investigation team, headed by Colm Kelleher, the Institute's scientific administrator and biochemist, documented their own paranormal events according to a 2005 book, Hunt for the Skinwalker, by Dr. Kelleher and Mr. Knapp. Bigelow said he saw interdimensional forces at play through portals at certain paranormal hotspots like Skinwalker, but he also said he had frequently visited the ranch without experiencing the kind of chilling events others reported, as if some intelligence were selecting the people to act upon. I slept like a log every night, he said, and no human was physically harmed, but he said he and other visitors often carried strange things home, like sulfurous stink in a certain part of his house. His wife felt the presence of a faceless creature pressing down on her side of the bed, she said. Brandon Fugel, the current owner of Skinwalker Ranch, says one of the most unexpected intersections of UFO phenomena and religious belief comes from Mormon theology. Mormonism teaches that the universe is inhabited by countless worlds and dimensions, a concept referred to as worlds without number, and this belief is rooted in the idea that there is a divine plan for existence and the universe is teeming with diverse life forms. Now, within the framework of this, the notion of multiple dimensions of reality separated by a spiritual fabric known as the veil is essential. In these dimensions, there are worlds populated by people who are aliens to Earth. Travel between these dimensions is considered possible through the power of God, or interestingly, through the power of Satan. One notable figure who recognizes the potential connection between beliefs and UFO phenomena was the late U.S. Senator Harry Reid. When asked about reconciling his Mormon faith with his interest in the paranormal, Reed emphasized that Mormonism's teachings align with the idea of otherworldly existence. He believes that there is ample evidence to suggest that there are indeed other dimensions and realms of reality, paralleling the quest to understand UFOs and the unexplained phenomena at Skinwalker Ranch. David Grush, a popular UFO whistleblower, claimed that in 1945 the United States intercepted a mysterious craft that was initially recovered by Mussolini's forces in Italy back in 1933. And as evidence of this extraordinary event, Grush presented a handwritten Italian memo containing small drawings at the bottom. What made this revelation even more intriguing was the implication of the Vatican's involvement, suggesting the religious institution was not only aware of the existence of NHI, but also actively participating in suppressing this information. Grush made significant assertions regarding the NHI, stating that these entities might be extraterrestrial or interdimensional, or possibly both. Astronomer and UFO researcher Jacques Vallée states that UFOs and related events of a paranormal nature involve visitations from other realities or dimensions. The idea proposes that these alternate realities exist separately yet parallel to our own world. In 1975 book The Edge of Reality, Vallée and Hynek considered the possibility of what they call interlocking universes. And this is on Hows and Whys by Vicky Verma. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.